So I ordered a Nuvo recorder. I think that's how you say it, Nuvo, N-U-V-O. I thought it was very sweet with the white recorder with the blue key covers. The key covers are silicone. I have never ever played on this before. So we'll see what happens. It says you can do C and C sharp, and it because it says there are holes in these bottom keys, but I think that those holes are stopped up. They've got a little black stopper in, so I think that might be why people are not being able to get those notes. I think you probably have to take the stopper out. Let's see. Yeah, that's just come out. So now you've got a hole, so you can do the pinched notes. But I guess if you're just a little beginner recorder, you're not doing pinched notes yet, you're going to want to leave that stopper in. Okay, let me see if I can get the C and C sharp stoppers out. It's a bit fiddly. How would you take those out? I presume you take them out. Oh, whoa, yes, they're tiny. They're going to be easy to lose. So I guess you only take them out when you really don't need them anymore, because they are going to be easy to lose. Right, got them both. That's so tiny. Teeny, teeny, tiny. Right. I'm also just going to check. Yes, I'm on the right microphone. Okay. So now we have the entire recorder, and the theory with the C and C sharp is that'll be C, and you just move over for C sharp, D, move over for D sharp, and just again move your thumb over for the pinch notes. We'll find out. So let's try a nice little tune that beginners might play. Ooh, okay, I'm having trouble here. So what I know that what I have is a very light action. So when I play flute or clarinet, or not so much on saxophone, I think I have a bit of a heavier action on saxophones. Feels heavier. I've got very light action on flute and on clarinet, and I think this you might have to press firmly to make the keys seal, because I'm only pressing lightly. It's not working terribly well. So I'm thinking that I'm just going to put this thumb stopper back in and see if that makes a difference. That makes a huge difference. So what I reckon is that this thumb stopper, there's a little bit of thickness there, and that when you press that, you can press very lightly and it seals the hole. But when you've taken it out, because you're going on to pinched notes, you have to press quite hard with that thumb, which feels a bit wrong actually. So we've got the thumb stopper in. Let's try. Okay, so they're all working. Let's try a scale and see if it's in tune. I'm having a bit of trouble with the bottom notes. I'm wondering again if it's because it's just harder with the stoppers out. Let's see if we can get the low C and C sharp, and then I'll put the stoppers back in. Yes, you can get them. sharp sounds incredibly sharp, I'm just going to refer to the fingering charts. I'll put a link to the fingering chart underneath the video. Just put that over to the side. Oh, there's an alternative fingering for F, and then also an alternative fingering for F sharp. So for F you do not need your little finger, and for F sharp you actually do need your little finger. Yeah. So particularly with the F sharp, that's very important. It doesn't seem quite so important to use their alternative fingering for the F. Actually, yeah, it is a bit flat, but the F sharp's incredibly sharp. So you need to use their non-standard fingering, but it's the standard fingering on like a Mollenhauer Kinsecker recorder, so it could be useful. Looking at the chart, got G sharp, standard fingering 2 and 2.5. Everything else looks standard. And then for the E, you can just overblow it apparently without taking the stopper out. But then that stops working. All right. I'm going to pop these tiny stoppers back in just to see if it makes those lower notes a bit clearer, so I don't lose them. There you go, so they're back in there now. Okay. Yeah, it does make the notes better, I think. So I'd say the keypads seal better with the stoppers in. Gonna have to take the stopper out of the thumb hole if we want to get any pinch notes. Surprised I'm not pulling the silicone covers out of their slots to get that off. So now, unless I press quite hard with my thumb, nothing. That is horrible, absolutely horrible. So it's showing for, what I mean is horrible is how much pressure you have to have on your thumb. So let's try pinched notes. Yikes, A is horrible. Oh, that is the standard fingering. Okay, so you can still use it like a conventional tone hole and adjust the amount you pinch by, because if you open the hole too much, the A doesn't work. Not great intonation between B flat and pinched B flat. Okay. Maybe there's a better fingering for that B flat. Or maybe not. And there's a G sharp there as well. Yeah, so it's not that easy on the pinch notes. It's okay up to G. It is incredibly hard to play without the stopper in this thumb, I find, because of the unnatural amount you have to push on that thumb hole, which makes you really have to press on the top as well. And kind of makes me feel tense overall, and it makes my sound go tense. So I'm going to put the stopper in again. Oh, I can't get it back in. There we are. So that's back in the thumb hole again now. And we'll just see how many of those pinch notes work without taking the stopper out, just by just a little bit more breath pressure. Works okay, it splits a bit though. So really you've got a choice. You use it with the stopper and you only use the lower register and possibly pinched E if you've got good breath support, and then or you take the stopper out and you press very hard. Which in itself is going to be bad for your technique, because it's really good to have relaxed fingers when you're playing, of course, because then everything relaxes and you get the best sound that you're going to get. It'd be interesting to compare it to this Yamaha recorder. This is one of the kind that often the children play. I think it's a 24B. And then it's very similar to the 20B, which is the one that comes in the translucent, different coloured recorders. So let's play some lower register tunes that the children might play on both of these recorders and see how they compare. So what's in recorder from the beginning, book one, that's not copyrighted. We've got, well, Hot Cross Buns, obviously. I'd say this one comes across slightly better. I've got an eco deer here, we'll compare it to that. try something with some slurs in. Slurs and staccato. Try it on the Nuvo. Oh, find the holes. Yeah, so overall, perhaps it does have the weakest sound out of these three recorders, unfortunately. So, on the other hand, it's really, really pretty, and it feels quite nice to play. The sound is actually okay. It's much better than I expected, but I am somewhat disappointed in how hard you have to press once you take this stopper out. So because they made it so the stopper isn't flush there, so the stopper is standing proud. If they'd made it the other way around, so that it was flat on the underside of this and the stopper was sticking out the top, but then you might have had to press the same, the same pressure on your thumb, whether the stopper was in or out, but they've done it the wrong way around. So that could easily be redesigned. The thumb rest looks like it ought to be adjustable, but I can't work out how to adjust it. Whether you push it in, or maybe it's just my imagination that it's adjustable, I'm not sure. It does have a thumb rest, and they advertise these rings that come on and off. They're just like elastic bands. I think they're reward rings for when some poor little pupils achieve something. I can't get that back on now. That's really fiddly. So if you're a teacher trying to give out reward rings, you could be fiddling about for quite some time with those. Yeah, I don't know what to say about it really. It's interesting, absolutely great if you've got a little person who's started recorder and just really struggling to cover the holes for whatever reason. Maybe the hands are just a bit too small, maybe just the sensitivity in the fingertips isn't quite there, and they can't feel for the holes quite accurately enough. So I think this would be a sort of a good stopgap if you're in the early stages of playing, just to get started, to get past some of some of the frustrations that some new players get if they just really have a difficulty covering the holes. But it's not going to last you forever unless you stay in the lower register, I think, because the upper register is going to make you really tense up, which isn't going to be the best idea. All right, I'll finish by playing something else on it. Oh, I'll do a bit of this. No, I won't do a bit of that folk tune because that goes up a bit high. What could I play? Oh yeah, I'll do the Kerry. So these recorders have been the Nuvo recorder with the silicone key covers, and we have had the Yamaha 24B and the Yamaha Eco Deer. And what tunes did I play? I played Hot Cross Buns, the Mockingbird Song, La Mourisque, and probably a bit of Banks and Brays in the middle somewhere, and that last tune was called the Kerry. I hope you enjoyed the video.